My name's Alana, and this is a screen test about earthworms and their effects on the soil. To start off with, I'm going to talk about what earthworms actually are. Earthworms are segmented worms that are found in the phylum Annelida. They are typically found living in soil, and they feed on live and dead organic matter. Earthworms have a digestive system that runs through the length of its body. They also conduct respiration through their skin, and they have a closed blood circulatory system. They have a central and peripheral nervous system, and the central nervous system consists of two ganglia above the mouth, one on each side. Muscles that go the length of the worm's body enable them to move. Earthworms play a very important role in soil quality and nutrients in the soil. Some of the benefits of earthworms that I'll be talking about in this screen test include how they improve nutrient quality, how they improve drainage, how they improve soil structure, and also how they improve productivity in crops. Worms feed on plant debris such as dead roots, leaves, grasses, manure, and soil. Their digestive system concentrates the organic and mineral elements of the food they eat, so their casts are richer in available nutrients than the soil around them. A worm cast is a mass of soil, mud, or sand thrown up by an earthworm or lugworm on the surface after passing through the worm's body. You can see a picture of a worm cast on the left of the PowerPoint. Nitrogen in the cast is readily available to plants. Worm bodies also decompose rapidly, which contributes to the nitrogen content of the soil. Researchers have found that worm casts release 4 times more phosphorus than surface soil. They usually leave their casts in tunnels, which provides a favorable environment for plant root growth. The tunnels also allow roots to go deeper down into the soil, where they can reach extra moisture and more nutrients. All of the channeling and burrowing that is done by earthworms loosens and aerates the soil, which improves soil drainage. Soils that have many earthworms are capable of draining up to 10 times faster than soils without earthworms. In zero-till soil, the worm populations are high. Water infiltration can be up to 6 times greater than in cultivated soils. Earthworm casts are able to cement soil particles together in water-stable masses. These masses are able to store moisture without separating. Research has shown that earthworms that leave their casts on the surface are able to rebuild topsoil. In one trial, it was found that worms built an 18-centimeter thick topsoil in 30 years. In one study that was done, researchers found that when earthworms were introduced to worm-free perennial pastures, they were able to produce an initial increase of 70 to 80% in pasture growth. After this initial increase, it went down to about a 25% increase in pasture growth, but that's still a significant amount. This increase in productivity raised the stock carrying capacity. It was also found that the most productive pastures in the worm trials had up to 7 million worms per hectare, which weighs about 2.4 tons. There was a very close correlation between pasture productivity and total worm weight in the pasture. Soil that contains large populations of earthworms is typically much better quality than soil that contains low populations of earthworms. Low earthworm populations can be an indicator that there is little or no organic residues in the soil. It could also indicate high soil temperatures and low soil moisture. These conditions are stressful to earthworms and also for sustainable crop production. Lack of earthworms can reduce the amount of nutrient cycling and availability for plant uptake. Although some soils are naturally productive without earthworms because of their inherent properties, most are much more productive with the presence of earthworms. There are many ways to help increase the population of earthworms. Some of these include tillage management, crop rotation with legumes and cover crops, manure and organic byproduct application, pasture and hayland management, soil reaction, pH management, irrigation, or drainage can all help boost the populations of earthworms in the soil. Thank you for watching this screen test about earthworms and their effect on soils, and I hope you enjoyed it.